Vlogmas Day 10, and today is all about our childhood memories and our favourite gift we have the most sentimental attachment to that we've received. And it's a collab with the Richardson's Homeschool Life. Thank you very much for hosting this, Maria. My first one that I've got, and I'm actually really glad that I've got this here with me, to be honest with you. It's a herbal book, and I'll give you a bit of a backstory now. So it's written by John Gerard originally, and he was born in 1545 in Cheshire. Not much, it's actually not that far from where I'm originally from myself. And he died in London in 1612. He was an English herbalist, and he had a large herbal garden in London. His 1,484 page herbal, A General History of Plants, first published in 1597, and it grew to be a very popular gardening and herbal book during the 17th century. Some believe that he actually plagiarised his work. Rembert Dodone's 1554 herbal is also incredibly popular itself, as well as Dr. Priest's work. And 2 decades after his death, the book was actually corrected. But I'll go into that in a minute. So it's hard to say how much of this is actually his own work and how much is plagiarised from other sources. And it is written in Old English, but being a history nerd, I absolutely love that whole aspect. And I love having to sit there and translate everything as well. It has stunning imagery, and it is one of my prized gifts. It's actually bought by my parents last year and gifted to me over the Yuletide Christmas period, and it's so treasured to me, it really is. It's an amazing book, and I will show you some of the images from it in 2 minutes. However, it's worth mentioning, if you get a copy of the original text, you do have to be very careful when you're looking at the imagery in it, because he got the images mismatched because it was all on plates back then, and he mismatched them to the pages on quite a few of them, so some of them don't actually match up with the correct plants that they're meant to be. However, my version's the revised version, so it's all good. However, my edition is the enlarged, revised and corrected version, so obviously I don't have that. And this book was actually edited by Thomas Johnson, and he was a London apothecary and botanist, and was commissioned by the heirs to the John Gerard estate. However, he did add over 800 species and 700 figures drawings. So I'll show you the book now because it's amazing. Very, very heavy. This is my prized book, and honestly, the weight of it, to kill it. Like, you couldn't stick this one in your pocket to go out foraging. Give me 2 minutes and I will show you exactly what is in it. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Now this is the front of it. And as you can see, in total it has 2,850 plants approximately, and about 2,700 illustrations. This continues on the back flap. Let me flip this over. I mean, just look how amazing it is. And it probably seems strange that a book is one of my favourite gifts I've received. However, this one is pretty special. And if you have a look at it, you'll also see where when it was revised, he made sure to clarify, so he's left in some of the original work, as well as clarified the distinctions and the revisions as well, and where the original work came from, that he took it from Gerard himself. So anything that was plagiarised is well documented as being so. I just love this book, just look at the imagery. And with doing my BSc in clinical herbalism, this book is an utter dream. I'll show you a couple more pages and then I will pop it away. So that was one of my most treasured gifts that I've received as an adult. And now this is another book, sorry to bore you all. This is Hedgerow Medicine, and I love this book, and my daughter got me this one as well. I think that was last year too. Let me just check. What's that inside? 2021, yeah. So it was last year, yeah. Thought it was. I absolutely love that one as well. Highly recommend it to anyone who's into herbs. Brilliant stuff. So before I sign off, because I have had a long day, I'm knackered. As you can see, I just wanted to briefly discuss some of my favourite childhood memories. So, some of the things that I remember most about the Christmas Yuletide period when I was growing up, obviously when I was really young, it was all about Santa and stuff like that. And there's lots of things that I actually remember from that time period, such as the metal box panto. I know that was one of the fondest memories I've got of my childhood completely. Going every year with my cousin. My dad would get us the tickets because he worked there at the time. And we'd go along to this amazing Christmas panto. And I've not found a panto that matches up to it yet. Like genuinely, I can't find anyone that comes close to it for my children. Although I did see this year, once we'd moved back to Liverpool, that there was tickets going for it again. But unfortunately, I'd missed the sale date in time. So next year, I intend on heading to the metal box panto with my two. And now another thing that my family tend to do a lot of around Christmas is all get together for a family games night. And again, that is one of my fond memories of growing up. I absolutely loved it. As a child, all going around together to each other's houses, taking it in turns to host it, having all the games out and all playing games right the way through the night. Oh, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There'd be tons of us there as well. It wouldn't just be a small amount, there would be tons of us there. And it was just an amazing experience to grow up in that environment with all the family around, all playing board games together around the table or card games. And it was just a lovely vibe, it really was. And there's some of my most treasured memories with my nan. And I just absolutely loved that. And my other favourite treasured memory from my other nans is when she would set the Christmas pudding on fire. So you'd pour your brandy or your whiskey over it and then you'd set that on fire and it'd go. Although we were traumatised one year because they hadn't quite moved the lighter away in time and the flame rolled up their arms. But luckily no one was harmed. But yeah, they were some of my most fondest memories of Christmas when I was growing up as a child, and we'd all be together as well. Like we all lived very close to each other at the time too. There wasn't these like big distances that you get these days, so we were all relatively on top of each other. So it's just a matter of walking around the corner to each other's houses, and we have so many shared memories of them occasions. And I love being able to recreate them with my children because this is a tradition that we still continue to this day. Even on Boxing Day, we're going around to my auntie's and we're all going to be playing games there and board games. Unfortunately, I won't be able to record because some of the children in our family are foster children. So there's certain like times and occasions where I can't take any videos or anything like that, or pictures or anything, because it's not fair to exclude them from the photos or anything like that. And it's also, I can't like put them out there or anything, so we just don't do it. We'll take all the family photos, but they're just for the family album. So yeah, so we'll be going around there on the day and we'll all be playing loads of games, having loads of food and just having a great time together. And it's something that we've done ever since, well, as long as I can remember, to be honest with you. I can't remember a time where we haven't done that as a family. So I'm really looking forward to that on Boxing Day, to be honest with you, our family games night. And this year, Beck, I am determined to win you. Determined. I'm not going to sit there reading every quiz book that I can find between now and Boxing Day. Not that we're competitive at all, not in the slightest. Yeah, it's a blatant lie, we're completely competitive. Like, it's like a herd of animals. Slapping tables and shouting across the table. It's all done like good humour and banter and stuff like that, but it does get very loud. But we have a great time together and we enjoy doing that with each other, and the children enjoy those memories too. It's one of the things that my daughter looks forward to most when she comes home from university, family games night. So it's become a long-standing tradition in our family, and that's one of the things that I cherish. That's one of the memories that are most fun to me this time of year, and it's one that I'm glad that we've kept going and it hasn't stopped, because I was worried when my nan died that it dwindled out eventually, but now it's something that we've kept going and I'm really looking forward to it. So as I said, it's just going to be a quick one tonight. I've been in uni all day and I am exhausted. It's been anatomy and physiology and then biochemistry. We're literally having to fit 3 months of biochemistry unit into a weekend each time. So the information is just thrown at you. And yeah, I mean, it requires a lot of self-study, obviously. But yeah, the information is pretty full on during the seminars when you're there as a result, because they're trying to fly through it so much. And obviously you can take your notes, you can record, and you get copies of all the slides, so you can go through it in your own time. And it's all on there, everything they're going through. So it kind of alleviates a little bit of the pressure. But when you're there, it is exhausting to be in that situation, and it is draining. And like I said, I don't know if you saw my brief video on TikTok yesterday. I didn't manage to post it on it. It was only a couple of minutes long because it was just all about uni, and we dissected the heart yesterday as well, a pig's heart. But anyway, on that video yesterday, I explained that there's been like a bit of a mix-up with my meds. Well, I say mix-up, it's not really a mix-up. It's not a disaster. I take Bristol Labs medication, and nowhere can get it. I've tried 3 counties now: Merseyside, Northumberland and Lincolnshire. I'm trying Yorkshire next because I have links in all them areas, so I can ring up 111 in them areas and try and sort out getting a prescription, because at the end of the day, these are the drugs that are keeping me alive. So without them I won't last long at all. The longest I've ever gone without them was about 8-9 hours, and I ended up in a coma. So these drugs are really crucial to my longevity. So I'm really trying my best to try and get these. They put me on another brand at the minute, but I struggle to absorb it. And obviously I'm transitioning from one brand to another. I'm really feeling that. And on top of that, obviously it's a part-time course. I'm disabled anyway. But actually physically going into the uni to do it when I'm in this low cortisol situation's taking a lot out of me at the minute, to be fair. So I am very tired, so I'm going to go to bed. Actually, but first I'm going to go cuddle the dogs, because they're still looking up cute on the couch right now. So I'm going to go have some snuggles with them, because I've not seen them all day, and then I'm going to get to bed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.